Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hello from Get a Goat and Go. I'm out here doing some shed hunting today. Got the pack goats with me. Got the Laplados over there. And we got the Weminucci way back there. Weminucci Wilderness area. That's Granite Peak right there. You can barely see it. That peak. That's kind of where I hunt at. Way back there. So I'm out here today just getting the goats some exercise on them, getting a few of the fellas trained that's never had a pack on. You can't really see them right now. They're behind that juniper tree. This out here is what's known as Crowbar Creek. The legend has it Crowbar Creek has a lot of Western Union gold that was lost here. Normally, the Western Union drivers who drove the wagons on the Santa Fe Trail would transport the gold to Denver and elsewhere for smelting and processing. But this Western Union wagon just happened to decide not to take the Santa Fe Trail and come up here into the Crowbar Creek area in southwest Colorado. We're east of Durango. And he parked his wagon with mules in a Ute Indian camp. All the hunters, all the men, were out hunting, and while he was setting up his camp, the mule spooked, knocked the teepees over. One teepee caught another teepee on fire, and before you know it, every single teepee was on fire. The men came back from the hunting, saw that their hunting camp is all burnt to hell, and there's a white man there. Even though he wasn't completely responsible for it, nor was it malicious, they proceeded to kill him. Killed him, took the mules, took all the gold, supposedly threw it into the Crowbar Creek. That gold has never been found. Now, I don't suggest you come out looking for it, because this is private land. Most of Crowbar Creek is on private land. Really nice horse ranch area. I know the fella fairly well. Good neighbor. But that gold has never been found. It's more than legend. It's actually there's a lot of fact involved in this. They know that the driver was killed by the Utes, but they've never found the gold. There's never been an accounting for the gold, nor do they understand why he didn't take the Santa Fe Trail and came up this way, just south of Durango. It was a much more rugged time than it is now, and the only thing is, if you look at this valley, you have to see that, yeah, it would be an easy way to bring a wagon through here, but my goodness, this is rough country. A lot of arroyos here to get through, navigate, but they were able to do it. But back to the gold, there was a Ute member of the Ute tribe that showed up with one of these gold bars. Just one. I believe it was in the 30s. He showed up with his one gold bar, wanted to trade it. And that's the only gold bar that's ever been found here. So that's the history of the Crowbar Creek legend, the missing Wells Fargo, Wells Fargo gold. It's still here somewhere. No one's been able to find it. Who knows what really happened to it? It's just one of those mysteries. It's a beautiful day today. Hottest day of the year. It's going to be 73 degrees. And we're out here just having fun, looking for sheds, getting some exercise. And I like to talk to my disabled vets, my veteran friends, about pack goats. We have a goat standoff here. Move, Scout. Move, Taco. Well, I'm a disabled vet, and these goats have brought a lot of great freedom, great enjoyment for me. I have a seizure disorder, epilepsy. I've worked with horses and mules most of my adult life. I found them to be just a little bit too stressful to work with anymore, and dangerous. Most of the time, I don't have a whole lot of friends, and it's hard to gather up people just to go out on a whim like this. I feel comfortable doing it with goats. They're as friendly as can be. Not very dangerous, although there are perils with them. You want to not their intention to hurt you. They don't have the fright and flight syndrome. But to all my disabled veterans who want to get back out in the wilderness and really can't carry your load, pack goats is the way to go. Right now I'm just training some of the youngsters. Little boy right there, the sawbuck saddle. He's got his 2 pints of water, one on each side. So whenever I'm training them, all they get to do is carry the water. Carry the water. And he's had a little more training, so he's got a little more weight, and he's a much bigger, stronger goat. Floki. Smile for the camera. I saw that. A ham. And then the babies, the yearlings. These are this year's crop. They just come out for the ride, for the walk. Get some experience, get some training. Learn what to do, learn some trail manners. But veterans, disabled veterans, whatever your disability is, whether it's PTSD or a physical or mental disability, my friends, I'm telling you, get a 2 pack goats, learn how to work with them, learn their psychology, and I'm willing to teach any veteran that wants to learn about pack goating. Come out. This is an open invitation. Contact me in the comments below, and we'll exchange information, contact information, and we'll get a goat and go. You know, a lot of good breeders. I don't have any available myself. I'm not in the business of selling as of yet. But in one of my previous videos, the history of pack goats, I explained the cost difference between horses and mules compared to goats. And they're more willing to follow you. You don't have to lead them. You don't have to drag them. They'll never leave you. Not willingly, at least. You know, don't want them to. There's certain precautions, and I have different videos talking about the care and maintenance of pack goats and training. But today I just want to express to any veteran that would like to get back out into the wilderness, and you like doing it by yourself, but you don't want to carry 200 pounds of gear on your back, then get a few pack goats and carry 300 pounds of gear. You can stay out there as long as you want. With the crew that I have right now, I can stay out 2 weeks at a time and not have to get resupplied for anything. Food. Up here, water is the biggest problem here in the HDs. And this is southwest Colorado, outside of Durango, of course, known as the Four Corners area. I'm east of Durango here. It's a kind of a hidden gem of a place. I started guiding here back in '94 up at Vallecito Lake, working for an outfit called Wits End Guest Ranch. And it was always very difficult for that ranch to make it from the very beginning. And it's changed quite a few hands since then. But after I got out of the military, I got married. I had my own business, painting and drywall, interior, exterior, custom production, did it all. But it wasn't good enough for my wife. She wanted more. I couldn't make her happy, so she filed for divorce. Either worked too much or not enough. She was just never happy. But then again, I am not responsible for her happiness. I wasn't responsible for her happiness. We had everything that we needed. I was providing. She didn't have to work if she didn't want to. She chose to work. And then just got in one of those situations where it was time for us to move on. Gave up the American dream, decided to follow my dream. My dream was to get paid to be outdoors, hunting, fishing. Now in the military, I heard one of my sergeants, Sergeant Patton, God bless him, love that guy, talking about being a hunting guide whenever he gets out of the military. I was like, a tour guide for hunting? I just didn't know. I just didn't understand what it all meant. But as years went on, found out more and more about guiding. And I found a fella that took a chance with me on a 4x4 hunt in Chalma, New Mexico. And he also operated out of Pikes Peak National Forest. And he gave me a chance to learn how to bugle pretty doggone well that first year. Rabbit, baby rabbit, leave him alone. Hey, no. We're not here hunting rabbits today. Oh, a lot of prickly pear here. Dogs are pretty used to it by now. You know how to deal with it pretty doggone well. Sometimes they take them, flip them off themselves and flip them right at you. There's some human tracks I knew this was kind of picked over, these lower parts. And that reminds me of something I want to talk about. Shed collecting too early in the year. Colorado came up with a law about shed hunting, that you can't hunt sheds until May 1st. A lot of people like to go out in March, whenever the elk and the deer are losing their sheds. The problem with that strategy is that the elk and the deer are emaciated, they're hungry, there's no food, and you're running them, everybody's out there looking for sheds, running elk and deer everywhere. Can't really see what I'm doing filming here, but hope I'm getting the goats pretty well. And as a result, a lot of the animals end up dying because they've been harassed. So not everybody knows about that law, and I'm in favor of it. This is the 12th, May 12th here. So yeah, feed, and most of the elk have walked off this area. They opened up the National Forest Service gates May 1st. Oh, I got a nice little incline here. Give you a shot. It's a little bit hazy today. Try and keep it staying. You can see everybody's huffing and puffing a little bit, which is good. Good for you. So a lot of people came out here early, and anything close is going to be pretty well picked over. And that's twice I ran across that same human footprint. So he's been out here quite a bit. Veterans, you want freedom. You want the solitude, peace, and the quiet, and to enjoy yourself. Have your alone time. I highly suggest that you get pack goats. Like I said, there's an open invitation to any veteran that wants to learn about pack goats. Contact me down in the comments. And really anybody. Come out. We'll either go out for a day trip or an overnighter. No charge, no fee, just fun. I'm doing this to promote using pack goats. Gives the goats a second chance in life. Normally these wethers would be just meat goats. They'd be at the butcher. So not only are you doing something for yourself, but you're doing something good for another creature, giving it a long life. They live just as long as a dog. They have the same intelligence as a dog. Easy to train, easy to care for. Costs you about depends on where you are, anywhere from $100 a year to maybe $300 a year. Keep a goat, per goat. Scott, he obsesses over the babies. Scott, release. Val there, he just, nothing bothers him. Yeah. Got to go for a swim, didn't you? Yeah, hottest day of the year. 73. Probably up to that right now. But I'll take this weather any day. Oh, some of the young goats don't understand about the halyard there. There's some good chirp. Wanting to collect some rock to make arrowheads. Do some flint knapping, that'd be a good piece, but I got too much weight on the youngsters right now, but there's plenty of that in the future. I really don't like the goats being in front of me. They control the pace, but every once in a while they do. It makes them feel like they're in charge. And it's just a casual walk today, so I don't mind being held up a little bit. Well, that's the thing about shed hunting. Takes a lot of time, a lot of miles. It's nice when you find them, but that's not the true reward. Whenever you find them, is finding yourself out here, communing with nature. This time I'm not seeing very many bear tracks, which is very helpful. Thankful for that. Last time I was out, made a short video on that. Lots and lots of bear tracks this time of year. That's where we're heading. Go across that bowl there and come back around on that ridge. Back home, where those school buses are. That's where I reside now. Doing fire and weed mitigation on that property. Been there for going on 4 years now. Great family. They really enjoy having the goats there and all that they've accomplished and we've accomplished there as far as doing permaculture and holistic farming practices, getting rid of the weed and promoting. As soon as I started walking, they realized I was walking. Boy, they got on it, didn't they? Yeah, horses and mules, not so much. And if you didn't have shoes on your horses here, you would definitely get bruised hooves. And the pinions are too low to ride under. So that's the other advantage of having goats. You can go where horses can't go. And I have all my gear with me that I should need if I need to end up having to stay out here for the next 3 days. I have enough food and water to do that. I packed light, but I made sure that I had some weight for the goats to get some exercise on. Some of the goats are empty, but they'll go home. Like Taco, I'll take that load off of him, put it on one of the other fellas. And some of the loads will get lighter for the kids because I'm going to get thirsty here in a little bit. I'm going to do a little lunch, beef stew in a bag. I always have rain gear with me, whether my preferred rain gear is ponchos. I like to carry at least 2 ponchos with me, one to make a shelter out of, hunker down if I have to, use it for shade or wind. In my bags I have two 30 cubic inch backpacks, day packs. Those are my trainers. I use them to train them with. It has all my fire making, wilderness survival, minimalist wilderness survival gear in it. Ponchos. Also have a tarp. 2 ponchos and a tarp. And as you know, the little guys carry my water. This water is very difficult to find up here. Came down through that old aspen stand the last time. Lots of sign in it. Too difficult to walk through. They all came up through here and dispersed out through this way. It seemed to have stayed lower. There's more sign lower than there is up here. But this is easier walking for me. And easier to scout glass from above than it is from below. Hunting sheds, just like hunting, use same principles and tactics. Look for beds, shelters, obstacles, funnel points, water. Bucks need ropes a little bit low, but he's dealing with it well. That's the other thing about goats, they don't freak out. A horse will kill itself to try and keep from falling. Or if it falls, it'll kill itself trying to get up. These guys, if it should happen to fall, they'll just cry for me to come and help them. So stay calm. Let me do what I have to do. I don't have to worry about too much hurting themselves or hurting me. Well, I didn't bring a charging cable. I brought my battery, my Patriot supply, ready hour, power bank, but forgot my charging cable. But that's why I like to do these little trial runs. Go out for the day. Cut me off. Come on, go. Shh. 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 I have different commands. I like to use a shh. It sounds like I'm whipping something at them. Goats don't like things to be thrown at them. And they most especially hate squirt bottles. One of the best ways to train your goats is with a squirt bottle, and I didn't bring one today. I really don't need it. It'll be nice to find something for y'all. This is either picked over or They didn't shed here. I know they spent the winter here. I've been observing them from afar. There's just lots of sign, lots of tracks, but nothing fresh. But I didn't expect anything fresh. I expected them to be further up into the HDs since they opened up the gates. It's only sensible. Following all these little sheep trails, goat trails, cattle trails, whatever you want to call them. Normally, I have a spear, metal spear tip I put on the end here. Haven't put it on yet. I do that so I can be ready to fight in an instant notice. Fight and defend my goats, my dogs from predators. Where military bayonet training comes in handy. Getting hot, scalp. We'll take a break here. Looks like a good place to take a break. What do you think? All right, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Hope this was informative and fun. Hope you enjoyed the views and the goat music. Yeah, you can see they're pretty well camouflaged in. He almost completely disappears in the camera. Loki there. Yep, my camo goats. My camel goats. Camo. All right, y'all, take care. Have a great day. Get a goat and go. Go on an adventure. Go on multiple adventures. Get out there and commune with nature. Let your spirit be free. Have a great day. Love y'all. Later.